That's not easy for Crawford. I mean, it's Canelo has the big advantage, but Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power, because he's moving up to another level of weight.
Because quite a lot's been made of this size difference, and a lot of people who have got Canelo as a favourite make a big deal about the size. Is that at all? Is it an issue for you? Do you think, right, okay, he's big, he's a big lad, is campaigned up at 175?
Manny Pacquiao has issued a strong warning to Terence Crawford, urging him not to step into the ring with Canelo Alvarez. According to Pacquiao, Crawford is simply too small to take on a fighter of Canelo's size and power, but not everyone agrees. Veteran trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has shared a very different take. While he fully respects Canelo's career and achievements, his confidence lies firmly with Crawford, and this isn't just a reaction to Canelo's latest fights, which, by the way, Atlas didn't find particularly impressive. In fact, Atlas has believed in Crawford since the matchup was first rumored nearly 2 years ago. He sees Crawford's exceptional skill set and ring IQ as the deciding factors, giving him the upper hand in a potential showdown with Canelo.
Crawford, he'll handle it all. That's it. I am. I'm not in any way trying to shortcome the tremendous fighter named Canelo. I like Canelo a lot, but I like Crawford more. I like Crawford, and I liked him before Canelo didn't look great in his last fight against Skull. I liked him when the fight was first made 2 years ago, or talked about 2 years ago, or close to.
And now, Jake Paul has entered the conversation. Never one to hold back, Jake gave his thoughts not on the fight itself, but on how it's being promoted. He didn't hold back, calling the friendly interactions between Crawford and Canelo corny, dinner outings, handshakes, mutual respect. Jake wasn't impressed. In his words, this is supposed to be a fight, not a friendship showcase. He believes true competitors shouldn't be whining and dining each other before stepping into the ring. That kind of energy, he says, kills the intensity, the seriousness, and the raw edge that a real fight build-up needs. And he made it very clear that's not something I'd ever be a part of.
You know, the way that it's been promoted, it seemed like they were very friendly, they were going to dinner, and then there was a push. Just what are your thoughts on the whole thing?
I think it's corny, to be honest. You know, I tweeted, imagine if Ronaldo and Messi had dinner together before the World Cup. That's just not how real competitors. You think Michael Jordan was doing that type of shit? So I think it's corny, and I would never engage in it.
However, Manny Pacquiao offered a more cautious perspective on Terence Crawford's potential move up to weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. He acknowledged the significant challenge ahead, pointing out that Canelo would have a clear size advantage in the ring. Pacquiao emphasized that for Crawford to succeed, he would need to carefully manage his body, maintain his trademark speed, and somehow carry his power into the higher weight class. For Pacquiao, the challenge isn't just about skill, it's about whether Crawford can handle the physical demands of fighting in a much bigger division.
That's not easy for Crawford. I mean, it's Canelo has the big advantage, but Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power, because he's moving up to another level.
Manny Pacquiao added further insight into what a smaller fighter like Terence Crawford should focus on when preparing to face a much bigger and stronger opponent like Canelo Alvarez. Drawing from his own experience moving through weight classes, Pacquiao emphasized that success requires more than just speed. He highlighted the importance of technique, strategy, and precision, noting that these elements often make the difference at the elite level. Pacquiao advised that every aspect of training, from punch combinations to timing, must be specifically tailored to the opponent's style. In his view, winning a fight of this magnitude isn't just about physical ability. It's about smart, focused preparation rooted in experience and discipline.
Preparing like that opponents is not only the speed but the techniques that you can use in the fight. Like make sure that in your daily routine, training routine like that, make sure that all the techniques, strategy, combination it's accurate to your opponent's style.
However, Terence Crawford responded confidently to concerns about the size difference between him and Canelo Alvarez, downplaying it as a major factor in their potential fight. While he acknowledged that Canelo is naturally bigger and has experience fighting at higher weight classes, Crawford emphasized that his own skill set more than compensates for any size disadvantage. He highlighted the tools and abilities he believes give him the edge, suggesting that his strength is often underestimated. By doing so, Crawford seemed to dismiss some of Manny Pacquiao's earlier warnings, showing strong confidence that size alone won't determine the outcome of the fight.
Been made of the size difference, and a lot of people who have got Canelo as a favourite make a big deal about the size. Is that at all? Is it an issue for you? Do you think, right, okay, he's big, he's a big lad, he's campaigned up at 175?
Well, yeah, he's definitely bigger than me in weight, but I have my tools that is better than him as well. So it's gonna make for a great fight.
So the size that you don't think is a massive factor. Do you do you accept it as a factor or not?
I don't think it's a massive factor.
No.
Not at all.
Sounds like you feel like you've got more skill level or more that.
Boxing legend Sugar Ray Leonard shared his thoughts on the potential matchup between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Note, the rest of this section is missing. Please provide the continuation if you'd like it included.
Canelo versus Crawford.
I watch.
You'll watch it? But what do you make of the matchup and the weight difference between the two?
You know what? It's all it's up to the individual. It's always up to the individual.
Crawford tried to push up on Canelo there. It looked like Canelo wasn't pushed back too much, and he actually pushed Crawford, sent him back a little bit. Did you get a chance to see that face-off and their physical interactions or whatnot?
Not really, no. All right, guys, thank you, man.
Last one for you, Ray. Size or speed? Well, what usually wins in fights? Because that's what they're saying the tale of Canelo Crawford is.
Speed. I like speed.
George Groves expressed admiration for both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, calling them truly amazing fighters. He acknowledged Canelo's dominance since moving up to middleweight and admitted that had he known about Canelo's jump earlier, he might have delayed his retirement to test himself against him. Groves also highlighted the skill and experience of both men, noting that despite being veterans, they remain in excellent form and continue to perform at the highest level.
Exciting fight. I love both fighters. I think they're both amazing fighters. Crawford, amazing fighter. Canelo, he's come up to middleweight and absolutely dominated. If I'd known he was coming up, I might have hung out a little bit longer, right? I'd like to have tested myself against him. Like always, he's beating everyone, so you think, well, maybe I think I had an idea, I got a plan. But yeah, nothing but respect for both those two guys. I love both fighters. I think they're both amazing fighters. Crawford, amazing fighter. Canelo, he's come up to middleweight and absolutely dominated. If I'd known he was coming up, I might have hung out a little bit longer, right? I'd like to have tested myself against him. Like always, he's beating everyone, so you think, well, maybe I think I had an idea, I got a plan. But yeah, nothing but respect for both those two guys. I'm looking forward to the fight. I think obviously it's a fight that's thrown together. They're the wrong weights. There's such a big size difference at play. They're both, veterans, if you will, but they're both in really good form. They're both still performing at the a real high level. None of them have shot, finished, or sliding. So I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I won't give a prediction as such, just in case I get asked to cover the fight. But what I will say is that it's gonna be a tough one for the smaller man. I think size is definitely a big part to play in this. Things can happen, but yeah, you know, it's a tall order, isn't it, for Crawford to beat Canelo?
At the same time, George Groves pointed out the significant size difference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, calling it a major factor in their potential fight. He described the challenge for Crawford as a tall order, emphasizing that size will play a crucial role in the outcome. While acknowledging that anything can happen in a fight, Groves believes it will be a tough task for Crawford to overcome Canelo's natural advantage as a super middleweight.